Well, for those who want to become a teacher, this is the program for you. In other words, teaching internship is what it is what it says. It's like another college class, another class that you would take in order to, I don't know, get the experience needed to become a teacher. So it's like a little taste test. So, anyone else want to get in?
This class, like, it helps you see if you want to be a teacher or not. Like, it make you, what's the word? I don't know. It makes you think, like, if you want to be a teacher or not.
Yeah, it gives you a little taste because I know that I'm not expecting my college classes to be like this, that they let you plan a lesson and that they give you all the experience, and I feel like it's really helpful.
She had us send like a short letter telling them like what we like to do at the school and stuff like that, and what we look forward to doing with them.
Yeah, kind of like telling them like something about us, like where we're going to college, what we like to do. Like I ended up with an art teacher, and I love art, so I was able to explain like at a young age, like I loved art. So.
It is a gradual process. You know, we don't just get thrown off the deep end, which it's a good thing that we aren't thrown off the deep end. She gives us like there's different projects that we have to accomplish, so we learn how to develop an icebreaker for the class. So if we were to stand in front of students, we'll be able to introduce ourselves and then have the students introduce themselves. So just a typical teacher, what a teacher would do in order to prepare for the first day of school. And so, what other activities did she have us do?
We
were up in front, like we did our presentations, we did a lot of presentations because a lot of us were nervous to talk in front of people. So we started with each other, yeah.
She basically gave us that extra confidence to speak louder, keep what's on our mind.
Are any of you guys on speech team?
I was.
That's good. That's good. So talk about that first day. What was it like? Walk into that classroom. How were your nerves?
What
was it like?
Little eyeballs just staring at you.
It's like they peered through your soul. It was. Yeah, I wouldn't describe it as being a terrifying experience, more of a eye-opener. Like, these kids listen to everything you say, and they hold it as gold. It's golden. It's golden information that they're going to take with them. And it's nerve-wracking, yes, because you're giving them this information to take with them to high school, but at the same time, it's rewarding.
Like they're right there just wanting that information that you're giving them, like, oh, you should take this class to help you go to this class and that class, and you're like, oh my god, really, what else do you have? Like the clubs and activities. It's really nice to kind of be one-on-one with them, you know, being around the same age and everything. So they actually like listen to you. So it was pretty cool to get to know these students at a personal level.
Personally, I felt like there was a lot of pressure on me because, I mean, they are younger, but they're not that much younger, but they do absorb everything we say, and like Annalisa said, it is golden.
It was scary. It wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting like them to be more troublesome, but they was better than I expected.
Tell me about it.
Well, you know, I think the only days that were difficult to get through were when the students were having issues. And everyone has issues of their own, whether it be family issues or something happened. Because we only go our 8th period, or 7th and 8th, or 9th period. So something happened earlier that day that just didn't sit well with the students. And when that happens, they tend to take it out on you or whoever else is in the vicinity. So that's the only bad day that I've ever had, is having to give someone attention because of their negative behavior and what they do with that behavior.
And what did you observe from your cooperative teachers? How did they handle situations like that?
They talk to the students. students calm, like respectful.
I ended up helping a student create like a statue, I guess you could say. And at the end of the semester, because they switched classes and students, they went to like a technology class, and I got a new group of kids. Well, before I left, the old group of kids, they actually made me a project, and they put like my name on it, and it was really nice. And I don't know, it made me feel really proud to like help those students out.
There was two moments where like that just made my entire like week. Because there's a little boy who he didn't know a lot of these letters, didn't really know how to write anything at all. He just had a hard time. So I just got there one day and they were doing their little community center, and I went and helped them, and I was able to make him write 3 sentences. And then there's another little girl, she doesn't really talk. She only talks to 2 of the students and like sometimes the teacher. And this just like recently happened like a week before our last day. And she came up to me and asked me if I would count the numbers with her. And I was like, she's coming out of her shell a little bit. So that made me like feel like she trusts me so like enough to like talk to me, because she's really quiet. So only experience I had is that they kept asking me if I was the teacher's daughter. Are you Miss Russo's daughter? I was like, no. Are you sure? Yeah.
Did you feel like your students kind of became pretty attached to you guys?
And yeah, I mean, that's why it hurt to leave.
Yeah.
Because they grow on you. You know, you feel like you were with them the entire year. So.
And actually, I had a student ask me like for some personal life advice, and I kind of told her, don't like worry that much about it. You're graduating soon, you're going into high school. Don't let that bother you. And yeah, a new fresh start. You get something new, you meet new people and all that. And she actually hugged me because that was my last day, and she hugged me before I left, and I felt really good.
They did one of the, I think like 5 kids came up and like they didn't even know it was my last day. I was like walking out the hall and they're like, oh hi.
They would not let me go. They kept hugging me. Like I would try to walk towards the door, and there would be like little someone coming up to me and hugging me, and they wouldn't let go. And then there was a little girl. She's like, maybe this tall, almost my height, almost Sam's height, and she hugged me so hard. She almost picked me up. I was like, you're 6 years old. Hold on.
Like if you had a friend who was thinking about a career in education, would you recommend this experience?
Yeah.
If this, instead of, and I don't want to say waste, because that's such a ruthless word, but instead of wasting 4 years of college, which ultimately is 4 years of money, take this course. This is what determines whether or not you want to do this for the rest of your life. And granted, it's just 1 semester, but like I said before, in that 1 semester, I felt like I was with them the entire year.
And plus, you get a good feel about how things work in the classroom, the workload that you are going to have, and yeah, it is only 1 semester, and you're going to have to do it for the rest of your life, but I would rather feel it now and experience it now and realize if I want to do it or not, because if not, as Annalisa said, that is 4 years, and I feel like it's a very great experience to take this class.
And also like lesson planning, like I never knew it took really long to come up with just 1 lesson. That takes like a whole bunch of time that you need to dedicate, and coming up with questions and coming up with activities that I never knew. Like when my teachers would be behind one thing, that would back them up a whole week, and I'm like, why is it backing them up? And like now I know why, because that takes a whole lot of time right there.
Preparing everything.
Yeah. And then like you have to make sure that it benefits the student, like to their knowledge, because like you can just teach them a whole thing about cars, and then they're not gonna use it later on in life. Maybe change a tire, but that's it.
And also to make sure like all the students are all together and moving at the same pace. That's kind of hard.
And like also finding like different ways to teach.
you know, like everybody learns a different way.
Yeah, this course is 4 years of college condensed into one semester. So it gives, like we said before, it gives you an idea. That's why it's, if you want to consider a career in education, this is the course for you, which is disappointing that it's not advertised as much as it should be.
Yeah.
We'll try to change that a little bit.
Yeah.
The kids.
In a good way?
Yeah. It made me think like, okay, I can deal with them longer than I expected because I really don't like kids, but it was a better experience than I thought it would.
Yeah. What grade level did you do?
8.
You know, for me, it wasn't the kids. I love the kids, and I was with 8th grade as well, which is it's rare to say that you like teaching 8th graders because it's that tender age.
Yeah.
You know, ever so tender age when they're going into high school and they think that they're awesome, and they're not. But what convinced me to not become a teacher, unfortunately, was the politics in education, which I'm not going to touch up upon, so it's none of my business, but I feel like it would be a little too much for me to handle being a teacher and dealing with other people who
Have different
views. Yeah, I know that's everyday life, but in the education system, it's about the students, and when it's not about the students, well, that's when I get a bit upset. So.
So you got some answers for yourself. Do you want to talk about the road ahead that you see for yourselves? What are your goals? Where are you going to go?
Live long and prosper.
Look at every day on
Every
side.
cliche that anyone has ever said is probably everyone's goal right now.
Yeah.
Now I want to be a journalist.
I want to be
It's more
Yeah.
like kids. I just don't want to do education.
me neither.
I feel like it's stressful. It's a lot of work.
Actually, like, this kind of helped me a little bit. Like, I like working with kids, so I might go for a couple years in this, like, college, get like a degree in like the medical field, maybe go back and become like a pediatric doctor.
Kind of, for example, me, I still want to be a teacher. This is what I see myself doing for the rest of my life.
Bravo, right?
Yeah.
But I want to go into social work, so it's still closer with kids.
Yeah.
It is?
I think it's somewhere from all kids.
Yeah.
Oh no, I want to be a business.
Your business with
Probably help younger children stay away from the street life.
teacher.
Social work.
Okay, no, a mentor.
There you go.
Yeah.
Like how like they have their own program in Gold. Well, I don't know if they still have it. but-
Ceasefire.
No, not ceasefire. Kids off the block. Oh, you never heard about it?
Yeah.
That was here.
It's kind of like the brothers. It's like that. Like it was this lady who like it was really weird. Well, all I remember is that she kept kids away from like games, and like whenever they didn't feel safe, like enough like to leave it, they would go and stay with her, and like it was like ex-gang men, like gang members would be there and like just help them get out of it.